During Trump's first 8 months in office, North Korea continued its rogue rampage. North Korea used VX nerve agent to assassinate Kim's half-brother in a Malaysian airport, successfully tested a series of intercontinental ballistic missiles, threatened the U.S. and its allies with nuclear strikes, and test-detonated what was likely a hydrogen bomb. In mid-2017, further complicating this scene, South Korea, having just impeached a president who had taken a tough line on North Korea, elected President Moon Jae-in. Moon is a left-wing politician whose visions of peace for the Korean peninsula entail a degree of appeasement more likely to embolden Kim than reform or constrain him. For Trump, the immediate chore was triage. Like every American president since Harry Truman, he evidently ruled out an attack that might escalate into a replay of the carnage of the 1950-53 Korean War. Instead, Trump began jockeying to change the dynamic of the escalating threats from North Korea, by cutting Kim down to size and choking his cash flows. Trump ridiculed Kim as Rocket Man, threatened him with fire and fury, and in a campaign of maximum pressure pushed through tougher sanctions at the United Nations, backed by stronger U.S. efforts at enforcement. Last November, Trump visited Seoul, and delivered a speech to South Korea's National Assembly, detailing the hell of North Korea. Trump threatened Kim with grave danger but also offered Kim a path to a much better future if he chose to end his regime's aggression and engage in complete, verifiable, and total denuclearization. Trump underscored his threat to Kim with a massive display of U.S. firepower, dispatching a strike group of 3 U.S. aircraft carriers to conduct exercises near North Korea. So, in 2018, came the current spell of apparent conciliation. Trump has stopped deriding Kim as Rocket Man. Kim has refrained, to date, from further missile and nuclear tests. South Korea's President Moon is questing after a declaration of peace, regardless of the reality that North Korea has not so far been defanged, nor has there any sure sign that Kim has abandoned his dynastic dreams of ruling over an enslaved South Korea. This is not peace. It is a pause, in a volatile and dangerous showdown. The fundamental question is whether there is anything, in all this maneuvering, that, without resort to war, might serve to finally bring to an end the totalitarian Kim regime. On that score, amid a welter of mixed signals, there's a few glimmers worth watching. Notably, Trump during this bout of diplomacy has been flanked by 2 cabinet members who are under no illusions about the menace of Kim's regime, Pompeo, and National Security Advisor John Bolton. Both are on record, before entering their current positions, as arguing that the most dangerous aspect of North Korea is its regime. Bolton in 2008 co-authored an article for the Wall Street Journal headlined "The World Shouldn't Fear the Collapse of North Korea." Trump and Pompeo have held out to Kim a vision of a bright future for a denuclearized North Korea, with an influx of American investment and know-how. Less remarked upon is the likely catch in this vision for Kim himself, who faces the tyrant's dilemma. If he starts to disarm and open his country to avail himself of this offer, there's a good chance his own brutalized people might seize the opportunity to overthrow him. Surely Kim has some inkling of this. North Korea's state-run media are prone to noting that Libya's Muammar Gaddafi gave up his nuclear kit, and was later killed in a ditch. Not that Trump is offering Kim a choice entirely free of pressure. Trump has stressed that no sanctions on North Korea will be lifted until Kim has completely denuclearized, a point repeated by Pompeo when he chaired a meeting last month of the United Nations Security Council. Trump has also begun rebuilding the U.S. military, and is maneuvering globally in ways that could affect Kim's patrons, business partners and calculus. Earlier this year, Trump pulled the U.S. out of the Iran nuclear deal, reimposing sanctions on Iran that cut into the ready cash Tehran might want to spend on North Korean military wares. Trump has put growing pressure on China, not only over trade with the U.S. and turf grabs in the region, but also over its sanctions violating commerce with North Korea. And for all Trump's disconcerting recent praise of Kim, there's been a godfather quality to his diplomacy that suggests a distinct U.S. growl beneath the blandishments. For a prime example, take the brief video produced by the White House, which Trump gave to Kim, loaded onto an iPad, at the Singapore summit. Under the logo Destiny Pictures, this video was mostly about the bright future awaiting a denuclearized North Korea, featuring sunrises, cars, speedboats, groceries and horses galloping through the surf.